For years, lawmakers have been pushing for ethics reform, and tonight, on both sides of the political aisle, they are anxious to see what difference this verdict could actually make in deterring corruption. Once considered the most powerful politician in Illinois, tonight Michael Madigan faces prison. A jury today convicting the former speaker on 10 counts in his corruption trial, a verdict that did not surprise some political observers.
To me, this is the most significant political corruption conviction in at least my lifetime, because it truly reflected that for 40 years Mike Madigan corruptly ran his operation in Springfield, never for the benefit of the citizens of the state.
Now, with this verdict, a renewed push, bipartisan in nature, for ethics reform to stop corruption from happening again.
Well, we say enough is enough, and you've heard us say that before. We cannot afford to have federal prosecutors continue to enforce our weak ethic laws.
What justice for the people of Illinois whose trust was betrayed will look like is something like this never happening again. That's what justice will look like.
Governor J.B. Pritzker saying in a statement that, quote, the Madigan verdict by a jury of everyday Illinoisans is an important message to anyone in government or those thinking about public service that if you choose corruption, you will be found out and you will be punished. And Illinois Senate President Don Harmon among the lawmakers who are hoping that this verdict will send a message, and he's calling on the state to do better, saying in a statement that, quote, we cannot be effective if people don't trust us. Rob?
Robbie, because this is a partial verdict, there are questions tonight over what happens next. As Liz mentioned, prosecutors need to decide if they're going to try both Madigan and McLean again on the charges that jurors were deadlocked on, and that includes the racketeering charge. As far as Madigan's sentencing, that has not been scheduled yet, but each wire fraud count is punishable by a maximum sentence of 20 years. Each bribery count has a maximum sentence of 10 years, and the maximum for conspiracy to commit an offense against the United States, as well as each count of using interstate facilities to promote unlawful activities, is 5 years. We have more reaction and analysis to today's partial verdict. Just head to our news app website.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.